Hello, Sagittarius North Node. All right, let's get to it. Sagittarius North Node, what's that about? That is all about travel, embracing culture, learning, and teaching. It's about being dogmatic and being in a public eye as far as teaching goes. A lot of times people with this placement can be spiritual leaders. They're the spiritual teachers. And the shadow side of that can be that you're too dogmatic, too set in your ways, too rigid once you figure out a truth that you hold on to. Your South Node is what you've mastered already in a past life or in your younger years. And it's a more natural feeling for you. So your natural understanding and mastery is that of Gemini. And that means that you are curious and thirsty for knowledge and have knowledge on a large amount of things. You have the twins going on where it's two sides to a coin, like an example is yin and yang energy, masculine and feminine energy, and it's combining those two to create one. But understanding that there's, people think of Gemini as being, two-faced. They're not really two-faced. They just have two sides to them, right? And so with Gemini kind of is almost, Sagittarius isn't that way. Sagittarius is like, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm going, I'm heading here. This is what I'm doing, this is who I am, has a little bit of that in there. And so, although Sagittarius can be all over the place too, because they love to travel, they're hard to settle down. So it's still very similar energy. It's like a similar enough and opposite enough to create the fullness of who you're supposed to be as a soul, okay? So as a Sagittarius North Node, you're here and meant to embrace teaching and traveling, and you may end up falling in love with someone across the world. Those are the kinds of things that you are here to do. Now also look at your house placement, because it's going to add to that energy. Okay, so where your house is it matters, and what planet is ruling that house also matters. Okay, I'm not going to go too deep in it. This is just the surface, kind of scratching the surface on what North Node is for you. If you would like to go deeper, you are welcome to book a reading with me. I do a life path reading, and I would include North Node in that. So you can contact me at soulexpansionhouston@yahoo.com. We're going to go into your reading for the month of June. Let's see. What does Spirit have to say to Sagittarius North Node for the month of June? All right, 8 of Air. Okay, this is being in your head a little too much, okay? In another card, I have this, I had this vision once where it's like, you think the water is deeper than it is, and you think you're drowning, but you're not, and all you got to do is stand up. It's worry when it's not as necessary. There's something in your head that you are worried about that is probably not as big as you think it is. All right. We have the 3 of Fire. This is about it's about moving forward into your next destination. I also see this as teamwork as you bring in somebody else with you. You have completed a cycle, and now it's time to move forward. It's time to figure out where your next destination will be. And you might be worried about that because it's safe in that old cycle. Sometimes we get safe. We get this feeling of safety in the things that are familiar, even if they are not for us. You've grown. It's time to move forward. And sometimes moving forward is unknown territory. But as you step into your Sagittarius North Node, that's all that what Sagittarius is about. Going into unknown territory, traveling, learning about new cultures, learning about new things, gaining knowledge. And you're doing this so that you can share with others what you learn. All right, we have the 10 of Fire. It's an end of a cycle that is burdening you. When you are in this 10 of Wands, you have been feeling as if you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And so that energy is over. That cycle is over, and it's time to start something new. You are being released of the burdens. Okay? You've done the work. Spirit is assuring you no more burdens. All right, we got the Hanged Man. It's time to look at the world through different lenses. It's time to see things from a different perspective. This is also about karma, whether it's good karma or bad karma. This is karma that is, it's the consequence for things that have been done. So it's, as we end a cycle, some of our karma is moving on to that next cycle. We've done the work. Positive karma. Good things are coming. All right, we have the 10 of Air. Again, another ending of a cycle. You definitely have cleared a cycle. This is about heartache. Something has hurt you. And it's also mental energy. It's something that you're thinking of. It's time to let go of the things of the past that have been said or done to you that have caused you pain. Because those things are holding you back from that forward movement with that 3 of Wands, 3 of Fire card, which is telling you it's time to move forward onto the next destination, the next cycle, a new beginning. Okay? We can't be stagnant and stay in that 10 of Swords. Who wants to? It's totally painful. But in those wounds, out of those wounds, we grow new beginnings. As we heal them, as we release them. Okay, we have 5 of Air. Mental conflict, but I see these birds flying in the sky, ready to move forward. The thoughts are ready to be released. Time to let go of those conflicting thoughts. Hierophant. All right, this is Taurus energy, and we have Jupiter in Taurus right now. And this last new moon was also in Taurus. It's time to come into the things that you've manifested. This is also a priest energy. This is very spiritual energy. And as a Sagittarius North Node, I feel that's part of who you're supposed to become. Even though this is a Taurus card, it still very much reminds me of who you are supposed to be. I shouldn't say supposed to. Who you've signed up to be in this lifetime, I'll say that. You've also signed up for Wheel of Fortune, okay? Which I believe is Sagittarius energy. I've got to look it up though. I don't fully remember, but I believe it is Sagittarius energy. The Wheel of Fortune. It is time to receive the blessings that you have been manifesting. If you've been doing manifestation on this new moon, I believe that you will be coming into something abundant. King of Wands, King of Fire. This is you Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. This is you coming into the fullness of your power, knowing who you are, mature energy, no longer a teenager wandering around trying to figure themselves out. You've done the work. It's time for you to recognize who you are as a king. Two of air. Okay? Time to not allow your thoughts to keep blocking you from moving forward. That two of air sometimes prevents us from going forward because they're like, no, I'm not going to change. And change is coming. It's time to embrace change. King of water. Time to come into your heart. Okay? I love this together. We have this King of fire who is full of passion and soulful energy, and this King of water, which is all about emotions and love. Coming together, passion, soul, heart, and soul. Time to come into that energy and move out of your head, out of the mental energy. Mental energy comes from that South Node in Gemini, which is ruled by the air. And so it is a very mental placement. And Sagittarius is also very intelligent, very mental. But it's time to listen to your soul's path. It's time to listen to your heart and not just allow your head to create worry and conflict. Yeah. Because this is what's for you. The Sun. The happiest card in the deck. Happily ever after, abundance, joy, loving relationships, being in your power, understanding who you are, the fullness of self, the fullness of others. Love that energy. All right, let's see if there's one more message for you for the month of June. All right, messenger of air. Okay, this may make me choose another card to ask. Okay, someone is telling you a truth. Someone is giving you a message. This is a slightly immature energy. It's not in the fullness of maturity. It could be gossip, and it could be someone coming into your life that might leave quickly. Fast-moving energy for sure. Let me clarify this. All right, it's your call, what you want to believe regarding this message coming towards you. It could be something that is important, as the call is the judgment. And for me, that's soul contracts. Yeah, patience, okay? Whatever's coming, whatever you're supposed to do is going to require patience. It's if you feel like you're being pressured to move forward fast, that's probably not for you. It's something that is going to be nurtured, and I wouldn't say completely slow moving, but just slow enough where it's going to be a good progress forward, but also using wisdom. When we make hasty decisions, we're not using our wisdom. Yeah. Strength. There could be a Leo coming into your life. We have the Strength and the Sun. So there may be a Leo coming into your life as a partner or as a friend. Maybe they are going to help you with this new beginning and understanding what to do next. I say avoid people that are negative or speaking negatively to you and trying to convince you not to do what your heart's desire is. And yeah, that's your messages for the month of June. Love you, Sagittarius North Node. If you would like to book a reading again, contact me at soulexpansionhouston@yahoo.com. Namaste.